let's welcome on board Viren Prasad Shetty, the Executive VC at Narayana Healthcare, joining in on the show right now. Viren, hi, morning. Good to have you on the show. Firstly, help us understand what's your assessment on the rise of, COVID cases. As of now, do you think it's a concerning situation?
It's become a seasonal flu now. So every winter time, something one must just expect. We're not seeing too many serious cases yet, and neither have they reported it abroad. So it's not something we're too worried right now.
Okay. No, because the last two waves have been quite severe, right? And given this new variant, how vigilant should one be about the situation? Are hospitals geared up?
As such, December is a time when hospitals tend to be fuller than usual, because even if not the influenza, which otherwise does come about, people do get sicker in the winter time. There are a lot of lung respiratory diseases that happen. So with or without COVID, December anyway has a higher hospitalization rate across the board in most parts of the world.
I was looking at, please allow me first of all to take a question with you as a management on how the street sees your company, right? Because I admire your company, which you and your father are running so admirably, and it marries the social cause as well as the objective of profitability wonderfully. But still, when I look at the Bloomberg data, all the hospital stocks listed in India, somehow Narayana Health, currently on a 1 year forward basis trades at 30 times 1 year forward, which is half of what some of the larger peers of yours are trading at. I was wondering what exactly is the reason that street is not giving the same kind of valuation multiple as far as Narayana Health is concerned.
I'm not getting into guidance, but whatever projections we had made for how many patients the Radiation Oncology Center would be able to do, which gave us the confidence to invest so much money into doing it, we have been able to perform well past that. So we're very happy with the performance of the radiation oncology, with the kind of reception we're getting locally. And now we just, we have much more confidence in the remaining block as and when it expands.
So what about the outlook then when it comes to how you plan to utilize your cash proceeds from the Cayman operations? Can you share with us, do you have any international expansion plans?
So we have two businesses, one that is in the Cayman, in the Caribbean region, and one is in India. And both are viable businesses for us to pursue. India is a place of great growth opportunities and where we will continue to invest the lion's share of our capital in the years going forward, because it is the largest and fastest growing market for healthcare in the world. So we'll continue to fund our India ambitions. But the overseas markets are something that we cannot choose to ignore, because we're able to leverage all that we have created in India to cater to a market where you can get some sort of arbitrage. May not be one-to-one cost arbitrage, but an arbitrage in terms of our superior technology, our superior operation expertise, our superior ability to run hospitals at a much lower overhead cost. Now, these things can be done in only very few geographies. There are few places we want to go to overseas, namely around the Caribbean and other Western developed markets. For right now, there's nothing that we have, and so all the cash that generated is being used to fund our expansion. But going forward, we will try to find maybe a couple of opportunities, in the absence of which the cash that we generate there would be brought back to India. We'd pay the tax for that and then be able to expand here.
Right. Lastly, what we understand is that if you use your Cayman proceeds to fund India acquisition or other expansion, you're liable to pay 25% tax. But if you utilize the same for dividend, then tax implications are nil. What are your thoughts? How do you plan to utilize the funds?
We have been giving dividends. We'll continue to give dividends. And you're right. For the past 3 years, all of our dividends have been funded through Cayman. So we repatriate money from Cayman to India and from India to the shareholders, and that it's still not tax-free. It attracts, I believe, a 17% tax rate. And so it's a little more tax efficient than just using the capital for doing things in India. So the dividend in India, as our performance keeps growing, as the margins keep expanding, we have the ability to increase that. And so we will take that call as and when that comes. But the idea for right now, just so that there's less tax loss, is to try and match the two things together. But until then, we do see some opportunities abroad, which we would pursue, in the absence of which, yes, giving dividends in India is something we will pursue.